What's up, guys? It's me. I am back with another video, and I'm back with my NASCAR Xfinity Series Watkins Glen race review. So, with all that being said, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. Make sure you use code ANJJ for $5 off on orders to $30 or more at Circuit Diecast. And make sure to check out the last two videos I did, both on the Basketball TV YouTube series for the 1987 season, parts 2 and 3. Of course, also check out part 1 before that, and enjoy. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead. Let's jump into this. So, Kyle Larson, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Brown, Scott Heckert, Andy Lally, Ryan Sieg, Timmy Hill, and Bailey Curry all starting the back with unapproved adjustments. Reminded Brandon Brown was not in his own car today. Chris Wright was. Brown was in the 5 car for Live Fast Motorsports' Xfinity Series team. And if you don't know already, Brown's been having sponsorship issues. So he's putting other guys in the 68 to keep that going. Justin Allgaier, 5 laps in, wrecks on his own, goes through turn 2 into turn 3, loses it, slides and makes a little contact with the right rear corner on the wall before sliding into the other wall, creating the most dangerous car, and unfortunately ending his race. Myatt Snider and Jeb Bird end up in the grass in the bus stop on the lap following the restart. The race stays green. Burton reports his brake pedal went to the floor. Austin Hill on pit road with a broken axle and heads to the garage. Unfortunately, Jeb Burton's day is done under the DPP. Patrick Gallagher, I actually wrote as Spencer Gallagher in my notes. Patrick Gallagher, don't know if they're related. Comes to a stop in the bus stop area with smoke coming from his car. Caution comes out not long after. His day done. From where he stopped, if you got Derek Cope vibes from a couple of years ago when his engine blew up, yeah, I can understand those vibes. Several drivers pit here. Allmendinger stays out. Herbst spins into the bus stop. Snyder with damage mostly in the back after sliding into the wall in the last corner. After the restart. And Sammy Smith takes the stage 1 victory, shocking AJ Allmendinger. Allmendinger finishes second, Gralla third, Clements fourth, Weatherman fifth, Bilicki sixth, Byron seventh, Creed eighth, Larson ninth, and Andy Lally in 10th. Snyder got held 2 laps on pit road for too many men over the wall while under the DVP. Gallagher's day is done. Caution comes out for Alex LeBay. Something broke on his car. LeBay done. His car went straight into the wall in a right-hand turn. And then the next caution comes out a little while after for Chris Wright. Again, in Brandon Brown's team's car. Stopped off the racetrack. It had no drive left in it. He was done. Sammy Smith tries to make his pit road before the caution, but has to come back out on track since he wouldn't make the commitment line beforehand. Mayer gets spun in the bus stop, loses a ton of track position. Kyle Weatherman spins a lap or 2 later, no caution again. Cole Custer gets spun coming out of the bus stop and hit the wall a little. Has to wait until everyone gets by, then gets going again. Still no caution. Excuse me. Rayan Jones spins and has a little front damage in the final corner. Coming to 2 to go. Still no caution. Gralla had turned him. And William Byron wins stage 2. Gibbs second, Allmendinger third, Gregson fourth, Larson fifth, Creed sixth, Barry seventh, Gralla eighth, Chastain ninth, and Connor Mosack in 10th. Unfortunately, Chris Wright done for the day. Creed pits with 31 laps to go, be getting green flag stops. Byron, Gibbs, Gregson, Larson, and others pit the next lap. Both Myatt Snider and Brandon Brown would end up in the garage later. Caution comes out for Daniel Hemrick. He wrecks into the tire barrier. Reported a couple laps prior that the power steering was going out, and it looked like a hard hit. Not in the same turn as the Jimmy Johnson wreck from years ago, but regardless. And it was a long caution because thanks to cleanup for Myatt Snider driving on the racetrack. What the fuck was his team thinking? The hell? Anyway, Ross Chastain goes for a spin into the gravel with 8 laps to go. Car stuck in the gravel and the caution comes out. He'd have to be towed out of there, so his day, well, was be screwed. And then here we go. This is what I predicted this in the Urinating Tree Discord. I figured it was going to happen, and it did happen. Byron and Gibbs spin together after contact at the bus stop, no caution. Gibbs gets spun again, but he actually spun himself. Originally thought to be payback from Byron, but if you watch the replay, Byron never touched him. Which is fucking hilarious. It feels like we've seen this a couple of times in the last year or two. where this move happened, where two guys get together and then the next time they're near each other, one of them gets spun, but they never had contact from the other, which is funny. And Kyle Larson takes the white flag and holds off AJ Allmendinger and Sammy Smith to win on a road course for the first time in the Xfinity Series. He's of course won it on one in the Cup Series, but this was his first Xfinity win on a road course. And a few cars spin in the final corner, including Brandon Jones and Landon Castle. There was a shit ton of smoke, so it was hard to tell. Regardless, this was a damn good Watkins Glen Xfinity Series race. And it does leave me excited for the Cup race tomorrow, especially considering the fact that, once again, one playoff spot left to a non-winning driver. Technically, two, because Kurt Busch is not going to be racing Watkins Glen or Daytona. So he'll be back for the playoffs, in Darlington when they get started. But that's if he can remain in the playoffs. If two guys win in these final two races and they're above Kurt in points, Kurt's out. So in reality, Kurt is hoping that either no new drivers win or only one does, either here or at Daytona. But the big thing that I'm thinking about going into this Cup race tomorrow is between Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney, and by association, Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex Jr. The reason being, Chase Elliott goes into this race with the ability to clinch the regular season title basically at the end of stage one. If he finishes, I think it's like a 6-point gap or something between him. Sorry, let me rephrase that. If I remember correctly, Elliott just needs another like 6 points or something to clinch the regular season title. He can get that done at the end of stage one. But I think it also depends on where Blaney finishes. So Blaney needs to stay as close to Elliott as possible. And it's gonna make things very interesting when it comes to strategy. Whether you pit or not near the end of stage one, especially if cautions come out. Because whatever you do in stage one, then in stage two, you're probably going to end up near the back because you're going to have to pit during the break. And that, in that case, then you can get caught up in other people's messes, potentially. But with that said, we'll just have to see what happens. So, once again, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to check out the recent videos on the channel. I'd appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.